Hey, welcome back to the course. So in the previous lecture, you just installed the Keel MDK5 software, and we also saw how to install the device firmware package from the pack installer for different microcontrollers, isn't it? And if you are not using Windows as your host, then you cannot use Keel MDK5 software. So in this lecture, let's see how we can download the OpenSTM32 software. This software is actually supported on all the major platforms like Windows, Linux, and Mac. So go to the home page of the OpenSTM32.org, and here you can find a download area. Just click over there, okay, and it will ask you to log in. Okay, so you have to create account, okay, or you have to sign up here, okay, if you don't have an account. So let me just log in. Yes, here it is, downloading the system workbench for STM32 installer. So this is the Windows section, this is the Mac section, and this is the Linux section. So if you are using Windows, you can, both 32 and 64-bit versions are available. So if you are using Windows 32-bit machine, then you have to download from here. Okay, this is Win32 exe, and if you are using 64-bit version, then you have to download here, this one. And for Mac, so you have to read this section here. The Mac OS version is available for 64-bit systems. Okay, you have to download this and you have to run this executable on your machine. So just try that if you are using Mac OS. And for Linux, here also Linux 32-bit installer as well as 64-bit installer supported, but here there is a warning that this is an old release, okay, and this is released in March, and this is no more maintained. So 32-bit Linux machines will not be supported anymore from this community. Okay, so people who are using 32-bit machine with Linux, okay, may face issue with this IDE, so that's a warning. But Linux 64-bit installer is updated. Again, it is released very recently, so you can just download this and you can run. And remember that here there are some warnings for Linux users. So first, after downloading, you have to change the mode. Okay, that means you have to give executable permission to the binary. So just you have to run chmod a+x. So +x means giving executable permission to this binary, okay, which is present at this directory. Okay, so you have to just run that command. To launch the installer in the GUI mode, Java RE must be installed 7 or later, and this sudo command must be present. Okay, so you can just run apt-get install in order to install that. So you can just search for Oracle Java download in Google, and it will take you to the official Java GRE download page, and here just click on download here, or you can click on GRE download here, and then it will take you to Java runtime environment version 9, and here you can find Java GRE for Linux, Mac, and Windows. If you don't have Java GRE in your machine, then you have to install it. For Linux 64-bit, download this and install. Mac guys, download this, and Windows you can install from here. Great, so just accept the license and agreement and you can download and you can install. So now after that, it doesn't matter whether you are using 32-bit machine or 64-bit machine, Linux machine, just run this command on your Ubuntu machine. Okay, so this will help you to execute all the 32-bit executables on the 64-bit machine. This warning is for Ubuntu users, but remember that the Java GRE, what I just shown, okay, should be installed for all the platforms. Doesn't matter whether you are using Windows, Linux or Mac, because this IDE is based on Eclipse. So in order to run Eclipse successfully on your machine, Java must be present. Great. Carefully read these warnings before installing. Great. So I hope you do that and let me know if you face any issues. Okay, for Windows and Mac it is very easy to install. Okay, just you have to run your executable and it will get installed. Great. So now, since I'm using Windows, and let me download the 64-bit version.